Hello, everyone, and welcome back to 4pixels. All your hosts are here, and we are continuing Pyre.
Yes, we are.
And we just run right off the edge. Here before you lies Mount Alodiel, stretching far beyond your line of sight. Somewhere upon this mountain lies the only place from which you can escape the downside. Your companions gather round again before Wolfred, who stands tall as ever. Whether from the cold air or the subject now at hand, you sense a tension in the air. Now then, you'll all have many questions, no? I've done a lot of talking, so go on, ask away. But there's only silence. One question stands out in your mind which you refrain from asking yet. If only one of you is to go free at first, who shall it be?
That's the question.
Go on now, don't be shy. Who first? Questions.
Why us?
Why you indeed, madame. That I can explain. You've seen the sort you stand against as adversaries in the rights. What is it that they want, do you suppose? They want their freedom back, of course. They'll settle for it on the Commonwealth's own terms. They'll gain their freedom and some cushy new responsibilities. Perhaps then they'll have a hand in sending still more exiles here to join us. Think on it. The Commonwealth rose from the ashes of a falling empire thanks to the efforts of the first exiles who escaped this place via the rights. Wait a second. Where did they... Because I had always assumed that the place that the book was talking about was the Commonwealth. But I guess they must have come from somewhere else, and if so, where exactly is this other place? Well, I mean, it's fallen, so I guess it doesn't... I don't know. It is the Commonwealth's first and proudest tradition to honor those who live to redeem their transgressions. They have a certain wisdom, do they not? But as for you, I have been looking for a certain set of dispositions for a good length of time. All I needed was for somebody appropriate to show up and to listen. So I planted many little eyes and ears throughout this land, whispering hints of this, absurd as it may sound. Took someone with a certain faith and creativity to go for it. That someone proved to be Hedwin over there. He was tasked with seeking two trustworthy allies, an old berry wagon and a reader. He was invited to bring others for the ride, all different sorts, gather enough to help, and he and his friends could be free. Long story, but you know much of the rest. So then, why you? Because I've reason to believe you're not the sort to play right back into the Commonwealth's old hand. The rights, as you've seen, are quite exclusive. You are imposters in this little party. You could be the ones to break it up. Now then, more questions. Your head is beginning to spin. You can excuse yourself or keep listening.
Keep listening.
Yeah, why would... Oh, is it gonna be give us a penalty or something if we...
I would keep listening.
Yeah, I mean, like, either way, yeah, but I can't see why you wouldn't.
Because maybe... I mean, there's people that don't like to read.
Wilfred's explanations are a lot to take in, though you feel compelled to absorb as much of what he is willing to tell you at this point. He prompts for further questions when Jadario raises her voice again.
Hold. You mistook my meaning. I understand your plan. Still, I wish to know why us. Why are we, among all others, chosen for this liberation rite?
On a blooded moon at the fall of Solium, an exile from the prevailing triumvirate shall go free. The anointed champion then shall plunge into the shimmer pool and return in glory. Ah, I see. Well, but that is simple, really, madame. You are chosen. You are qualified, I should say. Because as the expression goes, 'tis what the scribes ordain, though in this case, the expression is quite literally true. When the 8 created the rites, each one of them anointed certain other exiles to participate on their behalf. Exiles who showed some promise of redemption. The triumvirate they formed have stood the test of time, replenishing their numbers as their individuals moved on or passed on. You've met them as they are today, the accusers, the withdrawn, and so on. The 8 scribes also formed a special group against which all the others would be judged. That group they called the Nightwings. You bear their books, wear their masks and raiments. You need but show up to the rites, you see. The others, erstwhile, jockey for position for a chance to take you on.
Yeah, well, what if we don't? What if we don't show up?
Then you would deny yourselves a chance at freedom, and deny it also to your adversaries.
Victory means nothing in a right then? Participation is all that matters.
Ooh, you're getting a little choppy.
Oh no.
Not so, madame. Only the enlightened may regain their freedom. While failure can be an excellent teacher, the scribes do favor the victor. So you see, those who do not conduct the rites, or do not prevail in them sufficiently, they may find themselves barred from the liberation rites. But these are technicalities. The Nightwings disbanded years ago. Since then, no one has gone free. Yet still the other triumvirates pressed on, with fleeting hope that one day you'd be back. It's been a heavy price to pay in all of this. Now, if you'll excuse me, we shall talk again some other time. Excuse me. Some murmur to themselves about all this as Wilfred takes his leave. Others what is that word? Reconnoit. I don't know what that word is. I've never seen.
Well, what?
That word. Pathways leading up to the mountain and presents you with some options. Emperor's Ascent. I gap through the nameless lower summits beneath Mount Alodiel. Ray believes the 8 scribes will bless whoever goes through here. Emperor's Fall. A pathway on the outskirts of Mount Alodiel's nameless summits. Pamitha expects some long-lost valuables to be stashed here.
Valuables or blessings?
I would go for Ascent.
I think I'm fine either way now.
The sublime beauty of Mount Alodiel, along with the thin air this high above the sea, has been enough to silence even the most talkative of your companions. However, Ray has been positively bursting with excitement.
Isn't it wonderful? I think it really is, don't you?
Tiso seems to not share Ray's enthusiasm. He does not like the code.
You've been here before, Tizo, isn't that so? Why would you ever leave? I wouldn't leave. I'd stay. I think I'd stay. Unless maybe I got too cold or hungry. Wait, is that?
Something about her changes then.
Wait, look, but Tizo, don't you see? Look, don't you see them there?
Tiso seems to be exclaiming something in utter disbelief. You yourself see nothing, but Ray rises almost off her feet as the imp looks on, astonished.
Was that the scribes? It was! I know it was. They said something to me. They spoke to me. They told us we are all welcome, that we're welcome here.
Ray runs off to spread the word among all your companions. Strangely enough, her enthusiasm is infectious, and in spite of everything, your spirits rise. Your companions gain +2 hope for the next rite.
Woohoo!
Yay!
Oh. Temple High Road, first of 2 paths leading to the mountain summit. Edwin expressed a passing whim to see the view from here. Temple Cistern. Sir Gilman wishes to look upon the sacred waters here. Well, we trained Hedwyn, so maybe go with Gilman?
Yeah, makes sense. It's funny though, because it looks like they're going back and forth instead of advancing.
What? Wait, what? How did we?
Huh.
At long last!
The worm surges towards the waters of the cistern. You decide to join him for a brief excursion there after another hard day's ride. You find him in a shallow pool, appearing very much contented.
This night, he thought he may never feel it again. Fresh water's whoa. This night, he thought he may never again feel fresh water's cool caress against his scales.
He sighs, splashing about from time to time. Then he turns his attention over to you.
You, Master Reader, are most kind to take with you this wayward knight. He swears to prove himself to you and to the rest.
I love him.
Me too. He knows that soon now someone may go free. He knows the choice of whom may weigh upon you heavily indeed. For it is you who ought to make the choice, is that not so? This night he heard it from the others, so it must be true. Now listen, please, upon what little honor this knight has. This knight's penance isn't yet complete. There's much atoning to be done. So, when rises the occasion to decide who ought to go free, this knight wants you to know something. Please do not choose him, not even if you wish, and not even if you can. He begs of you allow this knight that simple dignity.
What? I love him.
With that, Sir Gilman sinks into the waters. His tail waves to you to leave him be for now.
Aww.
Aww. Sir Gilman does not believe that he deserves his freedom yet. Consider his wish.
Ooh.
You and your companions gather at Scribe's Gate, where the single narrow trail to the summit narrows even more, and falls under an archway carved of stone.
That looks really nice.
Come along now, everyone, and be prepared to speak your mind when you are called. Frankly, most of you still lack enlightenment, but we may pass together much how we act as with a single heart and mind during the rites. Well then, lead onward, Tariq.
Please follow me.
Removing his hat, the lone minstrel approaches the gate. You and all the others follow.
Whoa!
Stop it, game!
Damn!
When the last of your companions near the arch, you notice someone standing high above, who then appears before you. She eyes the lone minstrel first.
Please eye me.
Kime.
Is that you, Tariq? It is. Greetings, Celeste. It's Celeste or Celeste? How should I say it?
Celeste, I think?
Okay.
She watches over Scribe's gate and seems to be connected to the lone minstrel and the rites.
And how was your rest? Too long, Celeste. It seems your work has piled up in the meantime. You bring this many to the gate? Hey. Then let us make this quick.
She gestures towards the rest of you.
Now each of you in turn, state who you are and what you seek whilst crossing Scribe's gate. Do as she says, please, without questioning.
Your fellow exiles exchange glances, but quickly comply. I'll start. They call me Headwind the Deserter. I've come here seeking freedom for myself and my companions. In my case, so I can return to be with the one whom I love. Well, I guess it isn't Pamitha then. Or maybe he means together with her. The woman bids him forward. The lone minstrel prompts Ruki to speak up next.
Nay, I am regarded by the name of Rookie Greentooth. I just want to get out of here, I guess, with my champs preferably. Go see Mama back home. He's so cute.
I am Captain Jodario. I do not truly know as yet what I am seeking here. Oh, my name is Ray? And I am here, I think, because the scribes have called to me. It must be them, because if not, then who?
Tiso seeks to live up to the Nightwing's legacy and maybe see the Commonwealth someday.
Oh, so pure.
Sir Gilman of the Sea Dominion at your service? This knight is on a quest to find his honor. He lost it at a certain point.
Pamitha Thane. I'm only here because my sister's here.
Then,
I love her.
Wilfred steps forward. The one called Celeste raises her voice.
You. I recognize you from the Nightwings of the past. You are not clad in their raiments any longer. I will know why.
I had my chance already. The Nightwings that now stand before you. I travel with them as a pilgrim now.
I see. Then state why you are here, as have the others.
My name is Wilfred Sandalwood. I seek liberty for each of us, so that one day we all might stand shoulder to shoulder on the other side and bring our freedom to the people there. She waves him by. Then she turns to you, for there's no one left to go. State who you are to traverse the scribe's gate. You're just
Ooh.
a crippled scholar. When they learned that you knew the old way, they came for you, and you could not run far. You are just an old farmhand. Your youth is gone, but with your thirst for knowledge earned you a trip to the downside nonetheless. You are just a war orphan. Years of strife between the Commonwealth and the Highwing remnants afflicted you since birth. You do not know who you are. Try as you might, you cannot make out the details of what life was like in the Commonwealth.
I mean, I guess here we either like choose something or just go with the last one.
Yeah.
I don't think we've gotten like any hints.
Well,
about-
I mean, I think this is like us actually choosing what our backstory is, not just guessing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we have to choose our tragic backstory.
To be honest, none of those in particular really call to me.
I would just, like, personally, I would choose I don't know who I am.
What do you think, Kime?
It's kind of the easy way out, but...
I'm either between that, like the amnesia way, or just the... or the first one. Or maybe the second one, yeah. I like the second one and the last one.
Second one and the last one. Alright, I'm flipping.
I mean, I like them all, but like if I had to choose, those two I like the most.
Alright. Farmhand it is. You were no one of importance in the Commonwealth and sought to make a simple living while pursuing certain interests on the side. Those interests got you into trouble, and now here you are. The one called Celeste continues to examine you, expecting you to add to your response. State also what you truly seek to traverse the Scribe's Gate. You want true freedom. You wish to return to the Commonwealth and to live out your days there doing as you please. You want to help your friends. You wish to do whatever it takes to see your fellow exiles regain their freedom. You want revenge. The Commonwealth cast you down into the downside, cannot be forgiving. You want to see what happens. All you expect is that the outcome of this whole ordeal is going to be interesting.
Oh.
I think second. On this
Yeah.
one.
Yeah. Revenge.
The companions you have met here, who have helped you to survive and to find kinship in the downside, your priority is to ensure that they achieve their goals. That is all you wish for now. The woman regards you for a time and then nods once and waves all of you by.
The 8 scribes bid the Nightwings welcome here. Go forth with glory. And Tariq? Hey, Celeste. Be on your way as well.
The lone minstrel bows his head and puts his hat back on. He does not look back at her.
What was going on there?
From the top of Mount Alodiel, you can see the distant downside before you. You think on the many thousand leagues you cross to reach this point as the sky grows dim. How did you get in? Bastard.
They snuck in.
Jadario appears to be prepared for whatever is to come this night. Though it is not yet dark, she is already in her raiments. Hedwyn soon joins her, also looking ready. Any sign of Ruki?
None as yet. Complained about a chafing at the collar of his mask.
Our freedom might be hinging on that collar, then.
I am certain that it is.
They share a laugh together. The three of you exchange glances, but nothing is said or needs to be said. Soon, if Wilfred is to be believed, one of your companions may regain his or her freedom.
Hey, what is this? Am I late? Is it starting? Is it starting yet?
Easy, Rookie. We've got a little time. It isn't starting yet.
How fare your struggles with your mask, Greentail?
Feeling a lot better, thanks. Just had to smash it repeatedly against a wall for a little bit. Put some of the old nerves to bed, there, for good measure. Though, this is really happening, huh? One of us might be getting out of here, like, soon.
By dawn, in fact, if all goes well.
If all goes well, that's one way to look at it, I guess.
What are you getting at, Greentail?
Well, it's just... we might be breaking up the band here, people. If one of us gets out. That's been bugging me a while now. I thought we all were getting out of here at once.
He shoots a look at you.
Some of us, we might not be getting out of here at all.
Edwin slams his fist against the wall.
Wow.
No, not if I can help it. We made a promise to each other. Each of us. The four of us. We're all getting out of here.
Edwin.
I care about the others too. I do. But we've been here from the start. I want you to know. My promise is to you. And I believe you'll do the same for me. So it's like this. If any one of us gets out, great. But it's just a start. We're going to do whatever it takes there on the other side to make it so the rest of us can get back too. Whew, Edwin.
What? You think they're gonna build a bridge down here if we ask nice or something?
I don't know what it's going to take. I just know we have to try. Judario turns to you.
Reader, we shall find a way.
She nods to reassure you and to reassure herself. Rookie nods his head in turn. And Hedwin's gaze never once falters. Well, my friends, I think it's about time. Let's go. One by one, they turn toward the door. The fall of Solium awaits, a vital step in your quest for freedom, yet you feel in your heart that it shall only be the first. Your three companions gain +1 hope for the liberation rate. Steal yourself in turn. The mercy shown, in the words of Golgothinium, the Master General. The imp Haub and I, we helped to save my emperor, and when the danger did subside, my emperor Solium Mur, he said something to me, which shook me to the essence of my being. He said, "You gave your freedom, Master Golothinian, so that I may yet have mine. You too now are an exile of the downside. In all the days which I have left, I never could repay the mercy you have shown me. So if I cannot do so in this life, then I shall do it in the next." We crossed the land together, and together with the imp, we gained the company of those who saw in him what I did. Alright, and with that, we will end this episode right here. Thank you guys for joining us, and see you next time.
Bye bye.
Bye bye.